In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting review of a special 20th anniversary, 10-year aged Rey Sol single barrel high proof special edition right here on the Tequila Hombre, coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting and review of a 20th anniversary, 10-year aged special edition high proof Rey Sol. Yes, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the packaging on this. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. This is the same box as regular Rey Sol, but there's little special things that they do to it. So if you open it up, you can see the bottle there. Beautiful bottle. And this is one of the exceptions to the rule that normally the juice doesn't match the pretty bottle. But we're going to go ahead and take the bottle out of this amazing packaging here. Give you the full breakdown of everything here. Bear with me a second. Okay. All right, so there you go. There's the bottle. Now, this bottle is designed by a Mexican artist named Sergio Bustamante. He's got a bunch of art that includes like the suns like these on them. Suns and moons. And then this has a special medallion that says 10-year aged, 20th anniversary, special edition. And then on the back, it has the logo for the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective, because I selected this barrel. But I selected it straight from the barrel, not after it's been had a chance to been rested and stuff. So I'm going to do the review of the rested stuff to see how it turned out. Now, for those of you that don't watch my channel that often, I'm a big fan of Rey Sol. I like the regular edition. I've got regular editions, but I'm a big fan of the 10-year. But only when it's a good barrel, because these are single barrel editions. So what I found is, since this is the third barrel that I've selected of Rey Sol. But normally when I do a Rey Sol 10-year, I go through and taste the barrels. And if there's nothing I like, I don't select any. So there's been a couple of times where I've tasted some samples they sent me and passed on them because I didn't think they were good enough for the collective and for me to maintain my reputation of selecting amazing barrels. In this particular scenario, they sent me some more samples and I found one that I really liked. So there's other single barrels out there that other stores have. And unless you trust the person that did the barrel selection on it, it would be a hard pass for me because I've tried so many barrels that were like, no, I don't want to I wouldn't want to offer this to my people. I don't think it's good enough. It needs more time, or it needs to be blended and things like that. So I don't buy single barrel Rey Sol 10 years from anybody unless I get to taste it first and I know it's going to be good. And that's why you don't see me doing reviews of other barrel selects from other stores, because unless they send me a barrel and a bottle from their barrel and let me taste it and do a review, I can't recommend it, because I have a reputation of selecting amazing barrels for my group, and I would never do anything to jeopardize that, as well as jeopardize my relationship with you guys for having a history of selecting amazing tasting barrels and only the best for my viewers and for members of my Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective. So this one was really good when I tasted it straight from the barrel, so we're going to not waste any more time. And let's get into first how this tequila is made, and then we'll get into the tasting portion. So Rey Sol comes from Casa San Matias. They make other tequilas like the San Matias Gran Reserva. They make Corazon de Agave. They make a bunch of different other brands, even the San Matias Gran Reserva, which I do enjoy and recommend. It's for $58.99 for Extra Anejo is delicious. So Rey Sol is made with premium agave. After they get the agave from the Los Altos region, they process it properly, remove the coyo, and they cook in brick hornos. After they're done cooking in brick hornos, they then do the extraction using a roller mill. And then after the roller mill is done, it goes through a screw mill. So the screw mill is a big thing with a corkscrew on it that turns, and it squeezes more of the sugars and stuff out of the fibers. So they get a really high extraction rate. So then after they're done, they ferment in stainless steel tanks. After fermentation is complete, they then twice distill using stainless steel stills with copper coils. This is then barreled at proof, which is 55%. And for the barrels for this, they use 100% brand new French oak barrels that were specifically designed just for the Rey Sol special, the 20th anniversary special edition. Then it's aged for 10 years in French oak barrels and then diluted down to 45%. So this is 90 proof ABV, and then offered as barrel selects, where you can pick which barrel you want. There's only a certain amount of barrels that were made with this. There's still some left that they're in the process of getting rid of. But this originally was supposed to be only done, I think, in 2022, I think was the 25th anniversary. It was a few years ago when they first offered this. And my group, the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective, got the first 2 barrels of Rey Sol 20th anniversary that were ever issued. I was at the distillery and selected them at the distillery. I know the distillery really well. I know the brand really well. It's a special brand. I love it, but it could be hit or miss on the single barrels. So be careful. Don't think that just because a store has a single barrel that it's going to be as good as other barrels that you hear about. It can be hit or miss on the single barrels. And that's why a lot of the brands do blending when it gets to their extra natives and stuff, where they'll blend multiple barrels, because some single barrels are not as good as others. All right. So knowing that, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the tasting portion and see what this tequila is all about. All right, so this barrel here is barrel number 45. It tells you the barrel number on the back of the bottle. Barrel 45, so that's the barrel that I selected. And it's bottle number 32, so they're numbered. This, I believe, yielded 167 bottles. So there's already been a bunch sold from some of the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective members. So I'm going to do this review, and if you guys are interested, we did open it up to the public. So this is available exclusively on Ferment and Still, only on Ferment and Still. And that's because this barrel I selected, and I had them purchase the barrel. So all of you can get access to it if you want, and it can be shipped all around the United States, and which allows all of you to be able to get it if you want. So so we're going to go ahead and pop the top on this and start the evaluation. Now, one thing you got to know about Rey Sol is that the longer it sits in the glass, the better it gets. So we're going to give this a little time to rest in the glass before we do the tasting portion. But we'll do the visual and nose portion here to start. Now, they do give you this cork, but it comes with the bottle. This comes in the bottle when they ship it to you, when it comes in the... But then you get this really nice crystal top that fits right into the top, and this becomes a nice decanter, beautiful decanter. This is crystal, lead-free crystal, hand-blown. Beautiful bottle. My wife loves these, so when I do go through my Rey Sol barrel bottles, like that's a 10-year, that this is the one I'm reviewing. I had, if you look on the shelf behind me, up here, there's a Rey Sol, few Rey Sols up there. I have a couple from the original barrel select that I did, and I have a regular Mexican version Rey Sol. I do love the brand. So is this a biased review? It's not. Yeah, it's biased because I selected the barrel, and I don't select bad barrels. And I love the brand, and I know they do things right with no. But am I being paid for it? No, I'm not being paid for it. But I normally don't select bad barrels, so I'm hoping there's not a huge change in the flavor profile from when I selected it to now, or they did a switcheroo or anything. If they did, I will be upset, and you'll see my visual upsetness here. But let's take a look at it in the glass. Looking at it in the glass, it coats the glass beautifully. Look at the legs and tears coming down on that. It's just, oh. So it's going to be really silky and creamy on the mouthfeel. Look at that. Look at the tears and legs coming down. I mean, it's holding on to the glass really well. Look at that. Looking at the tequila itself, it is a nice, deep amber color. Beautiful color to it. Crystal clear. You can tell it was a medium toast French oak on that. Just beautiful. All right. So let's see what we get on the nose on this. Ooh. Wow. Oh. So I mean, a really nice sweet cinnamon notes up front still. But then I'm getting this beautiful pear, apricot, honey, sweetness note, vanilla coming through, butterscotch, chocolate, caramel, even like a slight note of sweet cherry on the nose as well. It's just a symphony of aromas coming through the nose on this. And then you get a little hint of oak, but just, oh, it smells absolutely incredible. A lot of complexity to it. So that way, you know, they're not using additives, you know, or they're not putting anything in it after the barrel aging. Because if they did, something would be overwhelming and it would overtake everything else. But this, it's such a symphony of things on the nose. You get that cinnamon note. You get this nice sweet honey note. You get a nice sweet cherry note, and apricot and pear, vanilla, caramel, like rich butterscotch note. I love butterscotch notes from French oak. Rich butterscotch note. Dark chocolate. Oh, it smells amazing. Amazing. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to let this sit a little bit and open up. Or should I do a little tasting now? Well, let's do a little taste now. And then we'll see how if it's changed. No, let's let it open up. I'm going to let it sit here and open up because it is high proof too. So we're going to come back here. I'm going to give it a half an hour. I'm not going to have you guys sit and watch for a half an hour. But I'm going to stop this here now, and we'll give it a half an hour, and then we'll come back and do the tasting portion and go from there. All right, we'll see you in a half an hour. And we're back. It's been a half an hour with this sitting in the glass. We'll pour it a little longer. We'll take a look at it, revise our looking at it again. Now that it has some time to sit in the glass, looking at it in the glass again. Look at that. It's just going to be so rich and creamy and oily and viscous and however you want to say it. Look at the legs and tears on that thing. Color, deep amber color to it. Beautiful. Nose. Oh, it's opened up even more now. It smells like heaven. Nice rich cinnamon and baking spice notes. Oh, nice oak. Definitely some cherry and apricot and like pear. Vanilla and caramel and a nice butterscotch note. Chocolate. It smells so good. It really does. You guys, you need to smell that. Look, smell it. Seriously. Sorry, I need to control myself. All right, it's time for the taste. It smells ridiculous, you guys. It smells ridiculous. It smells amazingly ridiculous. Okay. First sip of alcohol for the day. Let me get my mouth acclimated first. We'll put a little bit more back in there. Wait for everything to settle down. All right. Salute. All right. Here's the tasting portion.
Oh yeah. Coats the mouth beautifully. Get that creamy, silky mouthfeel to it, baby. Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, there is that voice again. It gets this. Coats the mouth beautifully. Get this sweet cinnamon and baking spice notes that come through on it, baby girl. And then nice cherry and apricot. A little French oakness coming in on it too. A little of that oak note in there. Get vanilla and caramel. Butterscotch. Yeah, some chocolate notes coming through. Both dark chocolate and I'm getting some of that sweet and silky milk chocolate. It is just so silky smooth on the mouthfeel. Absolutely stunning. It's so good it makes me want to sing. Oh yeah, baby girl. I just want to open up this bottle and make sweet love to it. Oh, it's so good. So, oh, it just makes you want to come back and take some more sips from it. It's really delicious.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. That Rey Sol voice comes in. Amazing. Sweet cinnamon baking spices, cherry, apricot, pear, honey, light oak note that comes in, but then you get this beautiful vanilla, caramel, butterscotch, chocolate, almost like a milk chocolate and like a dark chocolate combined in there. This would be a fantastic after dinner drink. You definitely can enjoy this with a nice cigar. This is rich and complex. This is something you want to sip, you want to contemplate, and you want to enjoy. And the nice thing about it is the longer it sits, the better it's going to get. I dare you to find another single barrel anywhere out there that is as good as this. I'll put that challenge out there. This is amazing. This is one of the better single barrels that I've had of the Rey Sol 10 year. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull out, just for kicks and giggles, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to pull out one of the single barrels from the original that we did, which I thought was amazing as well, and compare the two. But hold on. All right, so this is barrel 26. This was the first barrel, part of the first buy that we did, and barrel 26 was the most favorite barrel of everybody in the group. This sold out in record time, and once people tried it, they came back and bought more. It sold out like in 2 weeks. It sold out really quick. But this has been open for a while, so this will have enough time to breathe. So we'll see how these two compare, just for kicks and giggles. This also is 80 proof. So this is barrel 26. So let's see. Yeah.
Oh yeah. This has got that beautiful, sweet, creamy mouthfeel to it. Little more stronger on the oak. Little more bitter oak notes in this one. But baby girl, it's got this lovely, lovely, lovely cinnamon and baking spice notes that's there. It's got this apricot. Doesn't have the sweet top note that the new one does. But definitely rich vanilla and caramel on the finish on it. Slight hint of butterscotch, but it's got more dark chocolate than it does butterscotch. But definitely more of the oak bitterness on this one. So baby girl, we're going to take a sip from the new one now and see what we got going on. Definitely more chocolate coming through on this one. Baby girl. More of a nice sweet cinnamon note coming through. Not as much oak bitterness. A little bit of oak in there to balance things out, but it's not a huge bitterness like in 26. It makes me want to sing.
Yeah, so comparing the two, I'm going to have to say that this barrel is better. The new barrel is better. It's better. So how would I rate this single barrel? I'm going to give it a solid 5 agave, you guys. Absolutely beautiful. I don't think it could get any better than this as far as like my taste buds go for a French oak extra neo. If you love French oak, pick up a bottle. It's $299. It's expensive, but it's well worth it for the experience that you get. And you get this great artistic piece that you keep afterwards. Beautiful Sergio Bustamante artistic piece. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely amazing. And if you're an extra añejo person and you like French oak extra añejos, this is going to be a must buy. And give it 30 minutes. Let it rest in your glass 30 minutes before you dive into it. And then you'll see as you let it sit, it keeps developing and getting better and better and better and better. Absolutely amazing. So there you go. If you liked the information I shared in this video, make sure to click the thumbs up and give me a like. If you're new to the channel, bienvenido, welcome. And if you like unbiased, honest reviews where I don't get paid by anybody, you're not going to see me doing commercials for brands on Instagram or YouTube or anything like that, because I refuse to accept payment from them so I can keep things honest and unbiased, then you've come to the right place. Make sure you click the subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time I post a new updated review or informational video that will help guide you to selecting better quality tequila so you have a better experience and not thinking that all tequila is swill that you just take shots with. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So hey, pick up a bottle of the Rey Sol Special Edition Single Barrel Extra Añejo 20th anniversary 10-year aged off of Ferment and Still. And oh my God, you're going to love it. Salud. Bye, guys.